The thing is, people act first and rationalize later. They are retrospectively seen as very rational decisions and very strong intuitions ki acha this person is a genius, we should probably trust them because they were right once
Hmm.
where everybody else was wrong.
You took a very good right decision at the moment, which was
Hmm.
very critical.
Hmm.
So people just call it presence of mind.
Hmm.
But according to what all you have said, presence of mind is nothing but instinct.
Huh.
Instinct which is layered by your experience
Hmm.
and your intuitions.
So your rationality becomes part of your instinct, and your instinct is inherently irrational. That even though you have to have a rationale for your decisions, it does not mean your decisions are rational. These are two different things. Because giving a rationale comes after the fact, making a rational decisions comes before the fact.
Cool. So now we'll start. Hello, welcome to yet another episode of the Deep Philosophy Group. Today I have met a new person over here. Uh, I would like him to introduce him to you.
Hello, I am Doston Whiskey, and let's drink.
Let's drink. That's a very good and very detailed introduction by my friend. You know me. My name is Friedrich Nietzsche, and I guess if this is the first episode that you are seeing, I would help you understand how exactly this goes. So we have a lot of cards with us. Each card has a prompt on this. It's a philosophically open-ended prompt. There is no right and wrong answer. The only concept of this entire conversation is just to let the shit out of our head and just say whatever you want to say. Sometimes things are gonna make sense, sometimes they are not. So whenever they do, just like this, and whenever they don't,
Skip ahead
skip ahead. Yeah, if
10
that works
seconds.
for you, exactly. So that is what the idea of this podcast is.
Philosophical catharsis.
If that is how he is going to define it. Okay, so we'll have this thing. He will choose one of the cards, and then we will talk about that particular topic for the next 15-20 minutes. What you can do is that if you have any of the opinions on this topic, just give your opinion in the comment section. If you have any of the opinions on our opinions, put that in the comment section. That is what the drill is going to be for you. Cool. So now we will start.
Hmm.
It's completely random because we believe in free will. Do we act rationally or are we driven by instincts?
Oh, I I think there is a third secret option that is not mentioned on the card. That is, we act irrationally. There are no instincts. Matlab, there are instincts, of course. I'm not denying the concept of instincts. I feel that instincts come in a very limited space
Okay.
of situations where you know what to do or situations which you're familiar with.
Okay.
So, in places where there is no instinct for you to go off of,
Uh-huh.
you try to be rational, but you are irrational, and that is just the human experience.
But who defines what is rational and what is irrational?
Interesting. Uh, who defines it? I feel
For
if
for example, let's just take this example that there is a you are just going by the road,
Mhm.
you see a guy hit by an accident,
Mhm.
but you are getting late for your exam.
Mhm.
Now you decide to just move ahead for your exam and leave that guy dying over there, knowing that there are other people also who will take care of him. But
Mhm.
you are not sure if they'll take care of him or not. You just have a
Mhm.
belief that they will take care of that guy. Now
But
you just went ahead. Now this was a rational decision or an irrational
it
one?
was a rational decision because it could have been rationalized. You gave me the rationale for the decision, so it was inherently irrational.
Fair. Fair.
If I had sort of detracted other people from helping, that would have been irrational because I have no
No,
rationale of doing
you
for
have no
doing it.
reasons of doing
Yeah.
that thing.
So as long as there is a rationale of doing it, doing things, I believe behavior is rational. But the thing is, people act first and rationalize later. And as Dostoevsky, I also you can read other works that I have done, and my namesake has done. He also believes in something similar. By sheer coincidence, we pulled that. But so rationality is not very high on the list of things that humans consider while behaving. That
Fair
is what I
point.
believe.
Fair point. I guess I agree with your point where you say like we just do things and then we rationalize it. Like we
Hmm.
try to retrospectively
Hmm.
try to make sense out of it. But what I feel is that even the things that people consider irrational
Hmm.
also have a rational. We just do not know how to articulate that.
Ah, fair.
For example, many people just go out to meet their ex again.
Hmm.
Many people say this was irrational,
Hmm.
but there is a rational. But people just do not want to wholeheartedly accept the rational that they have
Hmm.
had while taking that decision.
Hmm.
Also, many a times, I don't know. Even the thing that when people say that he is letting his or her intrusive thoughts win,
Hmm.
when we say that, like doing random things, just going and kicking the rock,
Hmm.
walking and taking a leaf out, beating up your younger sibling.
Okay, that is interesting examples over there. Again, see, there is rationale to all these behaviors. The rationale might not be socially accepted. It might not be very strong. It might not hold up to scrutiny,
Mm,
and that is when the rationale does not hold up to scrutiny. I feel that is when we say that behavior is irrational, or it does not make sense.
okay,
When it does not align with what
society accepts.
society expects, or like what would be expected out of your position.
Uh,
So if somebody else was in that same position, would they have come to the same decision? If more people would have come to the same decision as you, I feel that would have been a pretty rational decision. But given a situation where the decision that you come to is not very popular, so to say, or something which not many people would have come to, that would be defined as an irrational response, because most people would have rejected your rationale.
okay.
And this is also the place where, so even in business strategy, a lot of the times what works is what should not have worked, but it just does. So these are irrational leaps of faith, which, because they justify business numbers, or because they justify whatever means they sought to achieve, they are retrospectively seen as very rational decisions and very sort of strong intuitions ki acha this person is a genius, we should probably trust them because they were right once
Mm,
where everybody else was wrong. So rationality is not an objective parameter in the sense ki you cannot draw a line where rationality starts and where it ends.
mm.
And I don't think it is necessary for us to even do that.
Why is it not necessary?
Uh, because, see, what might be rational to me might be irrational to you. For me, it is very rational to go drink a juice first thing in the morning. But for you, it might be very irrational. You need to have like 3 mugs of water or whatever. So we differ over here. But there are health benefits to what you do, there are health benefits to what I do. They might not be similar, they might not be overlapping, but we both have our own consequences. And justifying on the basis of consequence is not a good way of thinking forward, because what gets me to a problem is not what will help me solve it,
Fair.
है ना? तो when I look at my previous behaviors, when I look at my previous decisions, when I look at other people's decisions, what I'm looking at is a rationale which is based in retrospect. कि अच्छा, I did this because I knew this would happen.
Mm,
I did this because this would happen, then this would happen, then this would happen. All of this reasoning comes from experience, which
mm.
is again a thing of the past. So we have no other bar of deciding or of comparing. And I'm not saying this is a bad bar by any means. I'm just saying that by labeling rationality and irrationality, it does not give us any additional benefit in decision making, because the decisions that we are making are based on experience, they are based on intuition, they are based on whatever information that we currently have. So I am, by definition, I'm talking about a rational decision, but irrationality sort of seeps into it because of human behavior and just the way we think, just the way we sort of evaluate things.
This makes me think of one more thing. There's a thing that people say, which they call as presence of mind,
Hmm.
which when, for example, you just took a decision, okay, and in the longer run, maybe it worked out to be a very good decision.
Hmm.
People also try to term it as that you had a very good presence of mind.
Hmm.
You took a very good right decision at the moment, which was
Hmm.
very critical.
Hmm.
So people just call it presence of mind.
Hmm.
But according to what all you have said, presence of mind is nothing but instinct.
Huh.
Instinct which is layered by your experience
Hmm.
and your intuitions.
Fair. So, so your rationality becomes part of your instinct, and your instinct is inherently irrational
Hmm.
because in instincts you are not thinking, "Acha, this has happened, so I will do this." In instincts, you are just doing a response.
Hmm.
It is a reflexive action that you're taking. So it is inherently irrational because you're not rationalizing whatever you're doing. The goal is for you to have your rational, your rational part of the brain so wired that it sort of seeps into your instincts, and you get to a place where you don't have to think as much. And this is true for all masters of their craft. So be it chess grandmasters, they're not thinking about every move. They're thinking about, "Acha, this is the feeling that I get from the board. So I feel this move works." In retrospect, they can justify, ki, "Acha, I moved the pawn because the knight was in attack and the bishop could move there, and I could eventually 53 moves down the line could move my rook down there." So they're not thinking 53 moves deep. They're just going off a feeling because that is how well they understand the space they're working with.
But this comes up when you are very experienced, when you have been through that the situation a lot of times.
Mhm.
But when that situation is coming for the first time in front of you,
Mhm.
you do not have the experience of tackling that particular situation.
Mhm.
You only have the experience of tackling other similar situations in your life, not the exact same situation.
Mhm.
In that case, you are not using your experience, and in that case, you cannot say that you have become so experienced and so practiced that whatever you are now doing is out of an instinct. For example, when people play cricket or football, they just
Mhm.
know which
Mhm.
shot they have to make,
Mhm.
where do they need to like, kick the ball, and all of these
Mhm.
things. But when you're doing it for the first time, that is when you're a little calculative also, right?
Mhm.
Because you start to think, okay, what if I do this thing? For example, you're sitting at a position of, let's say, prime minister or president,
Mhm.
and you are at a state of war.
Mhm.
You have to take a decision which is very critical to not just you, to other people also.
Mhm.
Over there, you have to be a very calculative person. There, I don't think you can take an irrational decision. Your decision can be wrong, but
Mhm.
it cannot be irrational. For example, if I'm sitting at a position of, let's say, president or prime minister, I need to just go in for a war. In a longer
Mhm.
run, I know that even if I win or lose, people will come up to me and ask question, why did you do this thing?
Mhm.
I'll have to present a rational over there. So the
Mhm.
decision is rational. It
Mhm.
cannot be irrational over there. So I guess there are many decisions in life where cognitively you have to take a rational decision. Not you cannot go with the irrational things.
I see your point. I would still say that even though you have to have a rationale for your decisions, it
Mm-hmm.
does not mean your decisions are rational. These are two different things. Because giving a rationale comes after the fact, making a rational decisions comes before the fact. I might choose to bomb a city, and if I win, I will never be asked. But if I
No,
lose,
you will still be asked.
हाँ मतलब the point being कि uh, the burden of rationality is always after the decision is taken.
I don't agree to that. I feel if you're taking any critical decision,
Hmm.
for example, okay, let's just not take any decision where no, other people are also being affected. Let's just take the
Hmm.
decision where you are only being affected.
Hmm.
Let's say you went out for adventure sport,
Hmm.
which was very dangerous. There were chances of you maybe dying or getting
Hmm.
injured.
Hmm.
Let's say you went for bungee jumping,
Hmm.
you went for skydiving.
Hmm.
Okay, skydiving is still very safe. Bungee jumping sometimes have had some
Hmm.
accidents, or let's say paragliding.
Hmm.
Okay, now you know that you might just turn out well, you might get injured, anything can happen. But you know, at the end of the day, when you'll come back home, your parents will ask you, why did you do this?
Hmm.
Now,
So
that is a rational decision.
going on adventure sports should in itself be irrational because you're risking your life.
But
So is that not irrational?
no, that is completely rational because I chose to
Hmm.
go for that thing because I knew that I'm gonna get adrenaline rush and I'm gonna get that thrill
Hmm.
out of all that thing, and that's a fun.
So you chose that trade-offs. That is
It
your
was a rational
rationale.
decision. Yeah, it was a rational decision according to me. At the end of the day, when you say it's always rational according to you, because you were the one who was taking the decision. It
Hmm.
doesn't matter what the world thinks what rational and irrational is.
But then rational behavior would mean by terming going to adventure sports as a rational decision, you you should agree that you would choose an adrenaline rush over your life consistently.
Maybe,
Would you rash drive?
maybe many people do.
So somebody who goes into adventure sports should also go into rash driving. The correlation must be high by
I,
your school of thought. I'm trying to understand. I'm not trying to.
so in rash driving, I guess it's not only you who is keeping
Mhm.
whose life is being at danger. In
Mhm.
rash driving, other people's life is also in danger. But when
Okay.
you're doing an adventure sport, in most of the cases, it's only you whose life is gonna
Okay.
be risked at. So maybe when it's coming to the decision of taking up your own life, though not going by the law where suicide is considered as a crime,
Mhm.
but like you are only harming yourself, not others,
Mm.
directly. So I don't think that there is a very clear correlation between rash driving and the adventure sport.
Fair. So how would you define rationality? How what is a rational decision for?
I guess rational decision is anything where you just can, in the end of the day, you can articulate your reasoning of taking that decision.
Hmm.
For example, even when you're working in a company, you take some decision, some product decision, okay, that you know what, I think this feature will work,
Hmm.
and you just deploy the timing of your developers, and you deploy some resources, you deploy some time, and at the end of the day, the decision doesn't turn out to be good.
Hmm.
The product metrics did not improve.
Hmm.
Now the seniors will come up to you and say, why did you take this decision? I
Hmm.
can give them a reasoning. Okay, you know
Hmm.
what, I read this thing, I saw this thing, according to me this thing should have had worked, it did not work, but
Hmm.
these things worked, so I
Hmm.
will take this decision now after this, so that there can be a strategy that I can say, okay,
Hmm.
everything has a reason of doing it.
Hmm.
That's a rational decision.
Hmm.
Many a times when you cannot reason out some things that you did, for example, again, just walking up and jumping and taking a leaf out of the tree,
Hmm.
why did you do that? It was a intrusive thought. But how can you rationalize it? Intrusive thought is not a very clear way of rationalizing that decision.
No, but I can justify a lot of my intrusive thoughts. I want to throw a stone because I want to see how far I can throw. I just want to hear that sound when it hits the ground. I want to see the stone skipping over the pond.
Now this is where the irrationality of the receiver comes into the play.
Hmm.
Maybe for me as a receiver of your articulation,
Hmm.
I can come up and say, doesn't make sense to me.
But that could also be apply.
Do any other thing also.
That
Fair,
could also apply to the product manager.
fair, fair point. That's also true. That
Ki
why,
you read a report from Reds here. You did not read the report from Fiki, and that is why you're done.
fair point. So what is it? It is
It is
25. Okay,
25. I think we can
conclude.
break. Huh?
So, if we have to conclude this thing, do we
Hmm.
act rationally or are we driven by instincts?
Mhm.
What is your final take?
My final take is somewhat similar to what I started with. It is just ki people try to be rational, but it is very hard to be rational. Rational, whenever you're providing a rationale for your decision, it's always in retrospect. Even in the example of the product manager that you gave, it was the decision was taken and the outcome was not okay, and
Hmm.
that is when the rationale was asked. So you can make your decisions rational in retrospect, but in the point of in the split second where you're choosing things,
Mm-hmm.
when you are making a decision, you're not really rational. You may try to be as rational as you can be,
Mm-hmm.
but then if everything could be plotted down to a rational device, we could outsource decision making to a
AI.
machine.
AI. Nice. This gives a hook for a very good another discussion, which is AI thing. But
Mhm.
okay, we'll discuss it some other day. Do we act rationally or are we driven by instincts? I guess my answer is that kind of similar to what he said, and also I guess what I also started with.
Mhm.
To be honest, I don't think this 20-minute conversation made any change in our
Mhm.
thought. We are still the same.
Mhm.
So my answer is yes. We do act rational. Rationality is just something how you
Desirable.
articulate. Yeah, it's a bizarre concept. I
It's a
guess,
desirable concept, I
but
think.
desirable. Okay, it's a bizarre also.
Bizarre also, huh?
Everything is a bizarre thing if you
Mhm.
are nihilistic enough.
Fair. Absurdist.
Absurdist. Nice. Cool. So that was all on this episode. How did you find this episode? Do let us know in the comment section. If you like this conversation, hit the like button. Give us your opinions on the comment
S-
section. Give us the opinions on this topic. Give us the opinions.
Subscribe.
I was just getting down there, but
Uh,
we have to go by step by step.
sorry.
Okay. But you can subscribe now also. So just comment down your opinions and share it with your friends who you think like to have these kind of conversations. My basic idea of this entire podcast is just that I like to hear these kind of conversations, but there is very less content
Mm.
online for these kind of conversations. Most of the conversations that I hear more or less are very conclusion driven,
Mm.
are very utilitarian driven. I don't want to have any utilitarian conversation. I just want to have some conversation where people are want to have not really constructive, but just a healthy conversation where I'm not
Mm.
fighting with you.
Mm.
You're just listening to me. I'm just listening to you. So that's what the entire idea of this podcast is. So you can just have a look at some other videos of our channel also. Also, I'm also putting out some shorts also, and we are
Mm.
also on Instagram now. So you can also follow us on Instagram. I'll put the link in the description. That is all. I hope that you will like other videos also, and just wait for the other videos which are gonna come in. Till then,